Okay, so if you are on here, then just comment and say hi. Hey, Stewie. So I'm using something called Ecamm at the moment. That's better. I'm using something called Ecamm at the moment, which basically allows me to go live on Facebook, but at the same time I can share my screen. And I can also see your comments and reactions, which is superb. So I'm sharing my screen at the moment, so you can all see yourselves commenting. So we've got Karen and Sue and Stewie and Kim and Donna. Hi guys. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes and then I'm going to start, okay? So what I'll be doing is running off a presentation that I've put together for this particular webinar. And welcome if it's your first time ever doing one of these. It sounds a lot scarier than it is, but basically all a webinar is online training. So what you see in front of you now is me and the lovely Gemma behind me, who thought she could hide, but my office is not that big. No, Karen, you haven't missed anything. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Adam. You two sitting side by side. Okay, so I'm just going to give it 2 more minutes and then we're going to start. So today's webinar is called Boost Your Business with Mobile Marketing. And honestly, it's been a life-changing experience, and Gemma will back me up there because I've had to teach her about all these different things. And that means that we can do things like run our fitness organization, run Beats, and run all the other projects that we get up to behind the scenes without you ever knowing, whilst constantly on the go. Both Gemma and I have 2 children and we work as well, as you guys know, so it does become very busy and it's not always feasible to sit in front of a laptop. Karen Els says, hi Gemma.
Hello.
So yeah, they're taking Gemma out of a comfort zone. She likes to be in the background, but no, not when we do things like this. Okay, I'm just going to give it 1 more minute and then I'm going to start. Okay, so I've got my slides to the left of me, but they will also be on the screen. Can you see the first page in the slide? Can you confirm that you can see the first page in the slide, Gemma?
I'm confirming. Yes, we can.
Perfect, let's get started. My gorgeous profile picture. Don't look like that at the moment, oh. Right, okay, so welcome to Boost Your Fitness Business with Mobile Marketing. Learn how to stay ahead of the game and work from anywhere. Now, this originally was aimed at fitness professionals, but I've had a lot of people inquire about this who don't work in the fitness industry. So it's transferable across more than one industry. So if you are or you aren't, you are going to benefit from this. So there's me. As most of you know, I am the CEO of Beats Fitness, and I'm also a world-renowned fitness blogger. So I run a blog under the name The Mummy Trainer. Look at that. See that fancy sliding across there? First time using Google Slides. So this is what we're going to be doing today, or rather over the next hour. So there's going to be an introduction. You're going to learn a bit about what mobile marketing is, the benefits. We're going to talk about content creation. I'm going to take you through some apps. And then if you stay till the very end, there's going to be a special announcement. We should have had a fanfare or something queued in for that next time. Next time we'll get that done. Okay, so this is me. So I am a group fitness instructor, as you know. I'm a blogger. There's the boy. Couldn't find a decent picture of the girl. I'm also a personal trainer, and then that's just a picture of me looking super cool, which I quite liked. So I have many titles. I am a mum of 2, a wife, a blogger, a podcaster, a teacher, a jack of all trades, as my mother likes to say. And while I may not be a master at all of them, I have a lot of knowledge and experience, and I like to share that with other people. So what I'd like you to do is comment below with your name and tell me what you do. You got to sum it up in a sentence though, and then Gemma will feed it back to me because I am actually quite scared to press any other button. So we'll just give you a couple of minutes to do that. Just comment below with your name and tell me a little bit about what you do. So this is the business that the course is referring to. And then Gemma will read out your comments to me. Unless you don't comment at all, then we're going to be pretty quiet, aren't we? Just pop me light back on. Is everybody now suddenly really nervous about what to comment?
Looks that way.
Okay, so have a think.
I've got one.
Oh, here we go.
Kim McDonald, she's a mum of 2.
Yep.
A gym owner and in the Navy.
Fabulous.
Dewey is a maths teacher and a club size instructor.
Superb.
Jenny Hilton is a self-employed fitness instructor and beats buddy.
Whoop, whoop.
And Sue Tizzard, she does all sorts. Bookkeeping, pays my bills. I teach mostly seated exercises.
Fantastic.
And then Danielle Emery is the Beats Master Trainer, Fit Pro and gym owner.
Superb. Congratulations, by the way, Danielle.
Yes.
Launching your gym today, so you'll definitely benefit from this. Okay, so moving on. What is mobile marketing? As the slide says, simply put, mobile marketing is managing the marketing of your business through the use of apps on your phone. Now, for every piece of software out there, there's always almost an application version for your phone, or at the very least, a close alternative. Even though we are talking about mobile marketing, it isn't just about your phone. A lot of people use tablets, okay? So this is also relevant to your tablet. So if you use an Android tablet or if you use an iPad, then this will also be relevant for you, because 99% of the time there's an app for the iPad as well. You'll hear me speak a lot about iOS applications, and that's because I predominantly use Apple products, but I have been researching Android as well. So don't panic if you don't have an iPhone, okay? So what are the benefits of mobile marketing? So I've listed some of my top benefits, but there are a lot more. So you can work from anywhere. And this is true. You don't always have to have a Wi-Fi connection to be able to work from your phone. You can actually create content through different applications at work offline. It's quick. So for somebody like me who does a lot of editing for the business, if I need to get a video trailer together, for example, very, very quickly, I can film the footage on my phone, I can edit on my phone, and I can upload it to social media. Okay? So we generally tend to have our phones with us, and it enables us to do more than just procrastinate on Facebook, or if you do what I do, watching Lad Baby for about an hour, and he is extremely funny. And if you don't know who he is, after the webinar, not before, you can go and check him out, okay? So you have the flexibility as well with your mobile phone. Like I said, you can take it anywhere with you. It's very quick to just take it out, take a picture, or get a little bit of footage. You can be quite spontaneous with it. It's also a lot cheaper. So I operate on Apple systems, as I said previously. I am running this webinar off of a MacBook. I've got an iMac behind me where Gemma is sitting, and I'm also reading my slides to the right hand side off of an iPad. And Gemma has a massive iPad Pro, don't you, darling?
I do.
Which I have complete envy over, but we're not going to talk about that today. Okay, so cheaper because the software that you would use to do any kind of content creation or edit anything is generally the price of an app. A lot of the apps out there, there's free versions, and we'll talk about applications in a bit, but even the pro versions generally tend to be a couple of quid, and you can create such amazing content. It's incredible, it really is. So it's very beneficial to find out about mobile marketing. Have I got a comment?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Sue wants to know if we can move the video of us over because it's covering some of your content.
Move the video of us.
Yes.
Okay, so you would ask me something I haven't got a clue how to do, wouldn't you? Tell her not to worry, or I'll tell you not to worry, because tell her not to worry. I'm going to be sending the slides out, so don't worry too much if you can't read all of it, because I'm going to be sending the slides out to you guys within the next couple of days. AKA, Gemma will be sending the slides out within the next couple of days. Okay. So, content creation. In order to keep clients engaged and attract new clients, we need to be providing content that is relevant to our business. I've read this and heard this so many times, and I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, so I'm going to use our fitness organisation, not Beats, but Cardio Central, our group fitness organisation, as an example. So our students, if they want content, then we provide things like inspirational quotes. We like to keep them entertained by posting funny images after class, especially if they've worked out hard. You can put trailers so you can get little bits of footage together and showcase to new clients. So a lot of us will advertise on Facebook. And Gemma, you tend to use trailers, don't you, in the buy and sell groups?
Yeah.
So we have a lot of buy and sell groups, and we try and mix the trailers up a little bit so people can see what we do, as opposed to just posting an image in there and going, come to us, we're great, because you have a general tendency to get swallowed up amongst lots of other people in there as well. So making sure that the content is relevant, talking about fitness again. So for us, I provide workouts. So I'll create a nice image that the students can download onto their phone or onto their tablet, or just print it off. A lot of people print it off, and there'll be workouts that they can do at home. I also create recipes. The list is pretty much endless, but that's what we mean when we talk about providing content that is relevant to our business, because our students don't just want to be sold to. Now, that might seem like a weird thing to say, because we're in business, we're self-employed, and we're trying to get people through the door. But people want to be treated as if they're human beings. People want to know that you actually care about them as individuals, and that they're not just pound signs as they're coming through the door. And what that does is it helps your retention rate, because there's quite a high turnover in the fitness industry of students. For every 10 students that come through the door, if you manage to keep 3 of them, then you're doing a great job, okay? So yes, your focus needs to be on retention, but you also need to get fresh blood into your business. And the way to do that is to give content, like I've spoken about, like recipes and all that kind of stuff, home workouts, and let them think, oh, you know what? This is really good. They're giving us content. They're not asking us for any money, okay? It's a ploy, but it works. So, talking about content, have you ever seen a trailer on Facebook and thought, I wish that I could create something like that? It looks super, super professional. There's no way I'd be able to do that. And if I did try and do it, it'd take me hours. Or you've seen somebody promoting their business just by talking to the camera and thought that must have cost them a lot to do. You don't need to be Steven Spielberg to get your message out there. The content is far more important. So your content does not have to be Hollywood quality, okay? Yes, it needs to be clean. Yes, it needs to be clear, but it doesn't have to be Steven Spielberg quality for you to say to people, look at how amazing my classes are. You need to attend, okay? I'm losing my voice. So here are some of the things that you can do from your phone. So you can film, as we've spoken about before. You can record audio. You can create memes. And I say memes, not memes. Anybody out there who says memes needs a... Right. You can edit the content that you are creating. You can schedule social media posts, make appointments, send newsletters, create lists. And you can also text and make phone calls. So we're going to go through these step by step in more detail, and you will see how. Because if you're looking at this list and going, oh my God, that's so long, it's by no means exhaustive, but it does pretty much cover everything that you would need to do to manage your business from your phone. Okay. I think we've just had notification that a few more people want to join, Gem. Can you let them in? Metaphorically speaking, of course, because it's a Facebook group. Okay, are you ready? Can I just say, I'm so proud of these slides. Are you impressed, Gem?
I am.
I'm impressed. I've impressed myself. Right, so film. Okay. Most smartphone cameras are better than cameras that you can purchase online and in-store, and they fit into your pocket. Okay? When I wanted to start filming videos years ago, because I used to work in the Latin industry, I always thought that I had to have the best camera, and I've actually got on my shelf in my office some of the cameras that I used to film back in the day. Do you remember, Jem, when I used to have loads of those DV tapes?
Yeah.
I still have them. They're like archaic, you know, but you don't nowadays. We are in 2018. Your phone just gives you absolutely everything that you need to be able to do what you need to do. The camera app that comes with the phone is more than suitable for filming, but there are a load of other camera applications out there that you can use. You literally just need to have a look, okay? So as I said before, I am an Apple baby, so I'm currently using an iPhone 7 to film all my footage on, and it's more than halved my filming and editing time. So much so that Gemma actually demands trailers from me now because she knows how quickly I can turn them around. Don't you, Gemma?
Yes.
So the types of content that you can create, as I said before, you can create client testimonials, you can create class footage, you can do behind the scenes, and I hope this works now, to the right of the screen is a clip that I created, edited entirely on my iPhone 7 to promote the fitness classes. So I'm going to press play and hopefully you'll be able to see it. Turn your volumes up, guys. So these are a mixture, as you can see, of screenshot testimonials. You'll be able to see that these are class film. So they want to be they don't worry about. So this question about Cardio Central, which is our fitness organisation. They can't hear me now.
No.
Right, okay, don't worry. Tell them to let me know when the volume comes back. Can they hear me now? Can they hear me now?
Karen can hear you. Yes.
Am I back?
You're back. The video stopped though. That's fine.
That's fine. That was as far as the video was meant to go. Okay, what I'll do is I will share the video again in the group that you're in so you can see it. But the main focus of that, and it was all going so well, Jem. The main focus of that is so you could see the kind of content that can be created on your phone. So the initial image that I created, again, was an application on my phone. The video I filmed on my iPhone camera. And the little image where the text flashed up, that was another application that I use. I'm going to tell you about these apps, so don't panic, okay? But I'm just showing you the possibilities of what you can do in a short space of time just by using your phone. Can everybody still hear me?
Yes, it seems that way.
Great.
No,
So were they able to view the footage? Could you guys see the footage even though you couldn't hear it? I'm dancing now and then remembering that I'm still on camera. So you could see the footage. So like I said before, that was all completely done on my iPhone 7. Okay. I thought it was pretty impressive personally. Okay, so the other thing that you can do is you can record audio. Now, most smartphones have something like a voice application. I've got voice memos on my iPhone, and I also plug in an external microphone because I've got loads because I love tech. But it's not completely necessary. As long as the phone is close enough to you, the audio will be more than adequate. But if you want to have a look, I can let you have the link to the microphone that I use later on. Again, there are a ton of applications out there that you can purchase to enhance the quality, but it completely is not necessary. If you're thinking, why would I record audio? Well, not everybody's comfortable with video, and so if you wanted to talk over the top of, say, a mixture of slides or memes, so I screenshotted testimonials from my Facebook page and put those together, so you can put those together quite easily to make a slideshow, and then you can record the audio over the top and merge the two of them together. And yes, you can do all of that on your phone. Okay, so there's lots of things that you can do if you don't feel comfortable with a camera. I did it last year when we did a Christmas message for some of our instructors, and I was feeling particularly vain. I think I had a massive spot on my head, and so I just got a filter, a Christmassy filter, and took a picture, and then I recorded the audio on my phone and I uploaded it with an application that I used. Everything I did on my phone. Okay, is everybody still with me? Singing webinar. Okay, so editing. This is the exciting bit because I am a total geek. Right, there are so many applications out there for video editing. A lot of the free versions are perfect for what you want to do. A lot of the time they have a watermark on the top, but if you want to purchase an in-house application, I think they call it, or an in-app premium, you can, just to get rid of the watermark. But what I suggest you do is just play around with a few of the free versions. That's what I did, and I found out which one was best for me. And a lot of them also do a 7-day premium trial. So what you can do is go and create a load of videos on there and then save them. And then if you decide that it's a worthwhile investment, then you can purchase it. So are we going to get to the exciting bit? You got to wait for the apps. That comes at the end. Okay, so scheduling social media posts, something else that you can do. So when you're self-employed, the most valuable commodity you have is time. And I say this to people time and time again. So I wholeheartedly recommend that you schedule as much of your content as you can. I really struggled with this because a lot of the schedulers out there were just rubbish in comparison to me just sitting there and procrastinating and creating a load of apps and then taking forever to upload them. So I searched and searched, and then eventually I found one that I liked, and it's called Social Pilot, and that's for me. I have the paid version, but the free version is more than adequate. Now, scheduling social media posts, you don't have to have an app, but it is good to have one if you want to send it to more than one platform. I know that with Facebook, Facebook has its own schedulers. You use Facebook for our posts, don't you?
I do, yes.
So Gemma will put a week's worth of social media posts in there across our fitness pages, and then they're up and done. So you can actually schedule, say, an hour or a couple of hours to just do content, and making sure that you've got enough time to schedule those posts. And then what you'll find is you'll have a lot more free time during the week. So there's a lot of free schedulers out there. Yes, you can use a Facebook one, but you want one that covers more than one platform. And two of the most popular ones tend to be Hootsuite and Buffer. But you need to be comfortable with the scheduler that you have. So it's important that you allow yourself time for content creation. So my son is at nursery 2.5 days a week. And initially I was like, right, every day I'm going to create content. And it didn't work. I crashed and burned, if I'm honest, guys. I really did. So recently, 2018 has been a revelation for me, as Gemma knows, because she usually gets a text message or, quick, come round, I've discovered how to do this. It's been a real revelation for me. And so what I've done now, on advice of a friend, is I've blocked out a day where I create content. So my son's only in on half day on a Thursday, which means I have about 2.5 hours. If you've ever tried to get anything done within 2.5 hours, if you're a mum, it's pretty impossible. You can probably do the washing up, have something to eat, and then it's time to go and get the kids. So for me, Thursdays is my content creation day. I know that I've got 2 hours solid where I can come home and I can film, or I can create blog posts, or I can write a newsletter. And I think since I've been doing that, I've been sending weekly newsletters out.
You have.
And the content's not been enough.
No.
See, I know she has to say that because she works for me, but she's quite, our Gemma's quite honest. She'd tell me if it was rubbish. So I have a set day. You have to do what works for you, but I find, and a lot of the most successful people out there have a tendency to schedule their content on the same day as they're creating everything. And a key point as well to remember is do not feel guilty for creating content, okay? But at the same time, you need to make sure that you are creating content that benefits your business and not creating content to make your mates laugh. Because I've also done that as well. And it's great when you find a new app, which is brilliant, but then you've procrastinated for an hour. So make sure that you are creating content that's going to benefit your business, okay? And get a scheduler that works for you. Any questions, Gemma? Are we good?
Very good.
Okay, next page. We are on a roll. We are on a roll. I'm singing. That's not good. Sorry to everyone watching the replay. Right, so make appointments. As I said earlier, time is our most valuable commodity, and quite often it runs away with us, okay? As I spoke about it before, it's so easy to go onto Facebook or onto YouTube, or last year I was severely addicted to Pinterest. Really, but yes, I know you're laughing because you remember. Really, really addicted to Pinterest. I've overcome that addiction now, thank God, because it didn't help my house at all. I bought loads of things that I could have an amazing organised kitchen with, and I've still got boxes everywhere. So, procrastination. So the best way to combat that is to make appointments for everything, like everything, even if it's blocking out time for you to do your admin or answer your emails or create content. So when you make appointments, don't just make them with other people, make them with yourself, and then you know I've got to block that time out because I'm doing this for my business and I'm not going to let anything get in the way. So it might seem quite tedious at first, but once you've got everything scheduled in, you'll soon realise just how much time you have to play with. And I suspect you'll also realise how much time you've wasted. I use Google Calendar. It's free. It's great for making appointments. You can set alarms, reminders, and invite people to meetings, and it's awesome. And you can also use other applications with Google. So I do a lot of meetings online. So whether it's a consultation or I've got a meeting with someone who wants me to do some work for them, and I use something called Zoom, and Zoom is compatible with Google Calendar, and so I can schedule appointments in there, and it's great. Okay, so make appointments not just with other people, but with yourself. Newsletters. Right, I am not going to teach you about email marketing today, but I am going to let you know that it is still a viable marketing tool, as believe it or not everybody uses social media. In particular, not everybody is on Facebook. So as an organisation, to refer back to Cardio Central, we ask every new client that joins to fill out a form and provide us with their email address. And we ask them if it's okay for us to do that, and that we will be sending newsletters out to give them information about our classes, any events or anything where we need to notify people in an emergency. It's important that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, so it's good to cover more than one avenue. And I always use this example. If Facebook crashed tomorrow, and I want you all to respond with a yay or a nay, if Facebook crashed tomorrow, would you be in deep doo-doo? Okay? Would your business suffer as a result? And I think most of you can quite honestly say, if you're honest, yay. Okay? Because you rely solely on Facebook for your business. Okay? Yes, I know that's where a lot of my business comes from, but I'm also on other platforms, and we have quite a large mailing list. And like I say, I send weekly newsletters out, and I'm able to contact my students should anything go wrong on Facebook. I use MailChimp. I've been using it for years, and I don't pay for the premium version because it's updated. So there's a lot of things that we used to pay for. We've been using MailChimp for about 7 years. Yeah. So we've been using MailChimp for about 7 years, and we used to pay $20 a month, $15, $20 a month for it. And now it's completely free. Everything that we needed to do previously is on there. So make sure that you go and check out. If you're not using an email marketing provider already, have a look. I personally think that MailChimp is the best because of all of the features that you get for free. Some people use Aweber. A lot of people use ConvertKit, but you do have to pay for ConvertKit. Aweber, I just couldn't get on with it. So MailChimp is my preferred provider. But definitely do not avoid email marketing. Best thing about MailChimp, guess what? There's an app for your phone. There's a common theme here. Okay? It's great as well because you can get reports and statistics of people that have opened, anybody whose email address has bounced back, unsubscribers, that kind of things. The reports are great and it's all free.
They're all agreeing with you near enough about Facebook.
See?
Apart from one who said that she's got loads of stuff elsewhere and she doesn't use it regularly enough though.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Who was that said that? Sue Tizard, my lovely lady. Don't worry, Sue, we will help. Okay. Make lists. Right, if you could see the inside of my office, Gemma, what have I got stuck all over the shelves and the walls?
Lists.
Lists. Post-its, okay? I have a post-it note addiction. We're not going to talk about that. So I like to use good old-fashioned paper and pen, but a lot of the time it's just not convenient or feasible to do that, and you may have a brilliant idea and only your phone to capture it on. So for me, I always have an idea when I'm somewhere really random, like waiting for the kids to come out of school or in the doctor's surgery. You know, because you have to wait ages for the doctors, right? I'm always there and I'm like, oh my God, that's a really good idea. And I tap it in my phone. So I just use the notes section on my iPhone. It works well for me because I can sync it to my MacBook. I can sync it onto my iPad if I need to work on a bigger screen. There are some great free apps out there that make your notes look all pretty and they have tick boxes and you get a real sense of satisfaction, don't you, when you go, I've done that. And I know secretly some people write things on their list after they've done them so they can tick them off. I've done that loads of times. Okay, so 2 of the list applications out there are Wunderlist, spelt with a U, so WUNDER list, and Todoist. So I'm not sure if there are Android versions for those. I'll find out, but I know that you can definitely get them on iOS. And I also use Evernote as well, and we use the free version for that. And when I say we, I mean me and Gemma, because we've got shared accounts on Evernote, which means I can ping loads of ideas across to her and go, wouldn't it be really great if we did this? And she gets sick of all of the notifications on the phone from just me. Never mind everybody else.
And I'm a green blinder.
She is. So make lists. Lists are important. I do write things down on paper and pen.
You do. Right, they've lost the link.
The link to...
I'm trying to find out.
I can hear popping going on. I'm assuming that's a notification. Can they still see the presentation? Or can they still hear me?
Okay, the live video link. So the video's ended. So they can still hear you by the sounds of it.
They can still hear me. Can they just comment if they can still hear me? I can hear pop-pops. Can you see the video in the group, Gemma?
I can.
So can you see what I can see?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe...
Video is back now.
Right, okay. What did or did they not hear?
Miss most of stuff about lists.
Right, okay. Long and the short of it, make them. Make lists. I have post-it notes everywhere in my office. I'm just going to have a drink of water. So I've been talking non-stop. But I also write those lists down, as in I type them into documentation as well. I just find it easier if I have an idea to scribble it down on pen and paper. Don't worry, guys, because the replay will be in the group. I'm going to leave it there so you can all see it. And I'll also send the slides across as well, so you'll have access to those. So the video's back. We can move on. Are we back to normal, Jamia?
Yes. Looks that way.
Okay. The exciting bit. My favourite applications. Can everybody see the screen? So these are the main applications that I use to manage my business. I have an iPhone, as I have said on several occasions, and these are iOS apps, although some of them are compatible with Android. Videorama. Oh my goodness, this app has changed my life. The video that you saw earlier on that you couldn't hear, unfortunately, that's something to do with the software I'm using to stream live. I think it's because it's a busy Friday night. I edited that in Videorama. The images where I created the little snippet at the beginning where the text pops up on the screen, that was 3 images that I created in something called Typorama, where it allows you to go back in and edit the same image. And I popped those little images into Videorama and they just played consecutively, so it gave that appearance that they just popped up on the screen. So you can edit image and text on that. You've got Font Candy. Again, it's image and text. I use it sometimes, but I found another couple of apps that are amazing. That's Legend. Oh my goodness. Legend is, if an app could be legendary, it would be Legend. Okay, this is great because you can create words that pop up not only over the top of images, but on video as well. And it's so exciting the way that they pop up, and it's great for things like Instagram because you have a limited amount of time on there to capture somebody's, what am I looking for? Focus. Can't even focus myself. To capture somebody's focus. So if you want them to actually check out what you're doing, video is great. It's phenomenal. HypeType is fantastic for stories. So we'll talk a little bit about stories in a bit. So on Instagram stories, they tend to be in portraits. Okay, so you have the 3 options for video, and you've got landscape and portrait and square. So square is for an Instagram post, portrait is for an Instagram story, and landscape tends to be for Facebook and also LinkedIn. Okay, so those are my favorite apps. Social Pilot is the scheduling app that I use. There is a desktop version, so what I generally tend to do is go onto the desktop version and I can schedule from my phone as long as I have content on there. And then obviously you know that MailChimp, as I spoke about a few minutes ago, is an email marketing program, and it's amazing. And I love the fact that the app is on my phone, so I can go in and check my statistics whenever I want and just see my open rates and what time of day tends to be working and what doesn't. Okay, so you will get the slides, but if you want to screenshot it, you can. She pauses for breath. Moving on. Right. Android applications. For those of you that do not have an iPhone or an iPad, it's fine. We don't hate on you. Well, I do hate on all you Samsung owners because your camera's way better. Samsung do the best cameras when it comes to mobile phones. So these applications are for Android users, and some of them are compatible with iOS. I've tried some of them myself, and I've also had recommendations from friends. Majesto, fantastic app. Oh my goodness. It literally does everything for you, and you can just upload your clips and it will even rearrange it for you. You can mix video and image with that, which is amazing. I was really happy to find out that Typorama was available on Android as well. Spoke about that previously. You need to go and have a mess around with that app. Free version is great. I loved it so much that I actually bought the premium version. I think it cost me $2.99 and it's amazing. Fonty, I've not used it myself, but it is the equivalent of Font Candy on Android. Legend, I'm so happy that you can get it across both types, iOS and Android, because it's an amazing application. It's going to be life-changing. I am not exaggerating, I promise you. And you can get Social Pilot and MailChimp also on your Android phone, which is fantastic, okay? I can wholeheartedly recommend these apps. They are brilliant.
Karen says Majesto is her new favourite app.
Oh, good. Karen and I, in fact, I introduced Karen to Majesto, and her video footage has been phenomenal. Right, so this brings us to the end of my slides section, all about boost your business with mobile marketing.
I've got a question.
Oh, okay.
Which app is best for doing the voiceover?
So recording audio.
Yeah.
If you have, do they have an iPhone or do they have Android?
iPhone.
Voice memos, built-in application is perfect. All you need to do is, I forget that you guys can see me. All you need to do, this is obviously not my phone because it's huge, is hold it here if you haven't got an external microphone. So literally hold it just below your chin. You don't want it in front of your mouth because it'll pick up the p and the spitting. Hold it below your chin and literally just talk across the top of it. It's brilliant. It'll save the file automatically on your phone. You can name it and then you can upload it to Videorama with your pictures. It's a bloody brilliant app. I can't stress it enough. Any more questions?
No.
Okay, so I hope you found this webinar useful and I have encouraged you to go out and try mobile marketing for yourself. I will email the slides to everybody. It will more than likely be a link from Google because the slides were created in Google Slides, so that's going to be easier for me. And you'll have the option to watch the replay because I will leave everybody in the group. So I would love to see your creations. Please tag me in anything that you share on social media. I am the Mummy Trainer across all platforms. So on Instagram, on Facebook, I have a page and a group, and also on Twitter. So there is a special announcement to come in a few minutes. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes now because we were rocking on fire. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes now to ask any questions. Gemma will read them out to me and I will answer them to the best of my ability. And if you don't want to stay and see what the special announcement is, I will say thank you very much for watching. But I will literally give you a couple of minutes now to ask any questions. Do we have any questions?
Not yet.
If not, I'm going to move on to my special announcement. If you want to know what my special announcement is, you can always say yay below because you know we love a good comment. While I have another drink of water, she says before she takes it down herself. Okay, I'm going to take that impeding silence as you all want to know what my special announcement is.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Does MailChimp allow you to do pictures in it?
Yes.
Simple answer.
So I can explain a little bit more about MailChimp, but that's not really what this webinar is about. So it's for newsletters. You can actually create a template in there with your own logos and everything else, and you can send them out to everybody on your email list by creating a list inside the platform. MailChimp would be a whole nother webinar on its own entirely. Maybe if I get enough demand for that, I'll do it. Any more questions?
No.
Right,
That's it.
I'm going to move on to my special announcement. Are you ready for the special announcement?
There's lots of yeses.
Right, here we go. Right, you're loving the slides, by the way. I'm loving the slides. Right, so thank you for staying to the end because I really wanted to share my news with you. Oh, yes, I did. So I am launching a new business and this probably isn't going to be that much of a surprise. My new business is the Mobile Marketing Academy. Okay, now I know that my big face is covering the Mobile Marketing Academy bit, but I don't know how to move it. So I will pause for creative breaths, have a moment. So the Mobile Marketing Academy is a new e-learning platform that teaches you how to do everything you need to know to market your business from your phone. We cover everything you need from equipment to the type even of content you can create and how to create it. So everything that we've covered in the slides, I have told you what you can do with your phone, all the different types of content that you can create, the applications that you can go out there, the free ones, the possibilities are endless. But if you feel that that is completely overwhelming and you would like to learn how to do it, then the Mobile Marketing Academy will basically do that for you. So we'll cover everything you need, like I said, from the equipment to the type of content you can create and how to create it. So I film on an iPhone 7, as you know, so everything that I create for the Mobile Marketing Academy, so the lessons are done by video and worksheets, they will be filmed on my phone. So you can see just what is achievable by using your mobile device. So moving on to the next slide because I'm so excited. Right, so how much is this going to cost? Yes, obviously, I love to give away free content. I will speak to anybody about their businesses, and I think that it's really important that as self-employed business people, we need to educate ourselves continuously. So as the Mobile Marketing Academy is such a new business and we do everything in-house, we're able to keep costs significantly lower than if you were to hire the following. So if you were to hire a videographer, so somebody to come in and film those videos for you, they come out at around about £400 a day, and that is just to film, okay? No editing, no post-production, just filming. A photographer, so for those professional shots or headshots or the pictures of your classes that you love to take, you're looking at around £100 to £150 for a 60-minute shoot. An editor, so for somebody to come in and put that together for you, you're looking at between £40 to £80 an hour. And then a social media manager, if you feel like you just can't schedule those posts yourself, you're looking at £200 to £300 a week. That is a lot of money, okay? I don't want to pay that, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to pay that. So, what we offer, and don't worry if you can't see all of the slides, because like I said before, we will send them to you. So we've got 3 packages available at the moment. We've got Boost Your Business, which is our 12-week online course. We've got Bespoke Training, so this is where we actually put together a strategy for you based on time and the budget that you have. And we also do in-house training. So we come to you for a full day and completely rework your marketing strategy. So something like that would benefit those of you that have a team. Okay. So you're all wondering how much this is going to cost. And I think you'll probably be pleasantly surprised. Okay. So the course that we are selling at the moment is Boost Your Business. And the usual price of this course is £297 for 12 weeks. But as you attended the webinar and to celebrate the launch, we are offering it to you for only £99. That is ridiculous when you consider all of the costs that we just went through. Not only are we offering it to you for £99, but we're also giving you the option to pay in 3 installments, making it even more affordable for you. So if you are still unsure, and we will talk about what the course contains, 12 weeks, we break down absolutely everything. So it's a module every single week for you to sit down and watch and learn every single aspect that we went through, all of those slides. We also have the private Facebook group there for you to have support. And once a month, I will go live in that group. So any questions that you may have, you can have them answered. So if you break down how much £99 is, it's a month's worth of coffee from Costa or Starbucks if Costa is not your thing. If you're a personal trainer, it's 4 PT clients at £25 per session. And if you teach group fitness, it's a class of 20 students at £5 per head. Now, if you think that is a lot of money, I'd have to disagree with you. But obviously, you have to think about how much this training would be worth to you. So, a month's worth of coffee from Costa, 4 PT clients, a class of 20 students, when this will save you costs that we looked at previously going into thousands of pounds, and you will be able to be proficient enough to market your own business, literally from taking this course. So if you do want to know more, how do I join MMA? You can sign up, wait for it, from your phone. Okay, so the website is the mobilemarketingacademy.co.uk. So 1, you go to the website. 2, you sign up for the newsletter and you will receive free weekly tips all about mobile marketing and to help with your business. Stage 3, you sign up to our 12-week course and receive training, in-depth training on absolutely everything that we've covered today and much, much more. So that in a nutshell is it. Thank you so much for watching today. As I said previously, we will send all of the slides out to you so you will have access to it. What I'd suggest you do is go through the slides, download some of the applications and have a play. But if you're really ready to take that next step and just launch yourself into your business, you need to join the Mobile Marketing Academy. You need to sign up for that 12-week course, and you need to become self-proficient. You will save time, you will save money, and you will make money, all by taking a 12-week course. So thanks again, guys. Please drop me a comment of what you thought of the webinar. Apologies for the technical difficulties in the beginning. Thanks to Gemma for being my buddy behind, and we will see you guys on our next webinar. Take care.